Welcome, everyone. And today we're going to help you solve a problem. If you understand English in class but struggle in real conversations, actually, that's normal. Fast English can sound like one long sentence, especially in meetings and calls where people are tend to be intense or they focus on a topic. They have a sort of language that they understand, even if it's client um, and vendor. And so today you're going to learn some simple strategies if you're confused by rapid English speakers to be able to follow the message and respond with confidence at work. So welcome back to Master English Communications, and let's get started. Why fast speech feels overwhelming. Now, it's hard because native speakers connect words, drop sounds, and use shortcuts. In fact, any language does that. But today we're talking about English because I notice it when I study other languages as well. Now, but at the same time, your brain is translating, predicting meaning, and searching for vocabulary. The good news is you don't need to catch every word. You can train your ear to catch the main idea. So by the end, you will have a clear game plan for meetings, presentations, and everyday conversations. Right? You'll learn how to listen for key ideas, use context, and ask smart questions when you miss something. These are real workplace skills, not perfect English skills, quote unquote. So, practical strategies to understand rapid speakers and stay confident in conversation. That is our goal today. That's what I'm going to share with you. Strategy one. Focus on the message, not every word. When someone speaks fast, don't chase every word. Listen for the purpose. And I will share something with you as a native English speaker. When someone's speaking very fast in English, sometimes I don't follow every word. Right? It can happen because we do have people who just are naturally speaking very fast. So ask yourself, are they giving an update, making a request, or explaining a problem? Also, listen for signal words like because, however, so, and the main point is they actually are guiding you to the meaning that way, right? Are they giving an update, making a request, explaining a problem, sharing an opinion? These are your road signs. Because, however, so, first, next, the main point is. For example, okay? So focus on the message, not every word. Strategy two, use tone and body language. These are extra listening tools. A rising tone often means a question, and a serious tone can mean things are urgent. Maybe there's a deadline, right? And obviously, a warm tone communicates friendliness. Facial expressions. These are key. Watch the speaker's face for emotion and intention cues. What gestures are they making? Even if the words are moving fast, the body language may be able to help you, particularly if you're face to face. So gestures reveal meaning when words are fast. Listening isn't only about sound. Remember, visual cues help you respond naturally and stay engaged. If you haven't been doing this, try it. Take in the entire person or the people who are talking. Next, strategy three, let context do the heavy lifting. Context is your best friend in business English. As an example, so, quick update. Timeline's tight, but we're on track. So now this tells you the topic. Now your brain is in a position where you can predict what's coming next. Fast speech becomes much easier. Context fills in missing words. And understanding the schedule is tight, but things are okay. So let me repeat the sentence. So, quick update. Timeline's tight, but we're on track. Right? So, unfamiliar topics will need more support, maybe notes or keywords or follow-up questions. But you will be making progress using this strategy and the first two that I just shared. If you're using these, there's going to be a tremendous amount of progress in your ability to follow faster speech. Strategy four, use subtitles and visual support. Watch with captions on. So, especially if you're looking at something such as a movie or a documentary uh, or news. Now, admittedly, news and documentaries tend to be more precise in their speech, but movies do not. But also, if you're watching videos where people are going back and forth in a real life situation, uh, in terms of if it's a news program or an entertainment program of some form, and they're speaking rapidly and more natural, right? Watch it with the captions on. Then watch it with the captions off. Train your ear independently, especially if you have, this is a trick to use that works very well. Watch something, you probably would break it down into chunks if it is something long, but you may watch something for, let's say, 10 minutes, and you watch it with the captions on. Now you have an idea of what's going on. Then you watch it with the captions off, and you'll be surprised at how easily you're able to follow it because now you actually understand what's going on. And so the fast speech doesn't throw you off in the same way that it might have before. Watch the speaker's mouth. Visual cues, remember, visual cues help the brain process speech much more smoothly. Reading and listening simultaneously helps your brain connect faster. I do this one a lot when I'm practicing my other languages. Strategy five, ask for clarification confidently. Now, this is a professional skill, not a weakness. Don't fall into the trap of, well, I can't ask for clarification or I'll look weak. No, you're going to be smart because you're actually going to understand what is going on and you'll understand if you missed something. So use simple phrases. Sorry, could you say that last part again? Can I repeat what I heard to make sure I got it right? Just to confirm, you mean that. And lastly, could you slow down a little, please? I want to be accurate. Repeating back shows focus and prevents confusion later. Remember, you're a professional in a business environment. All of these phrases are polite and respectful and appropriate to the situation. Strategy six, train with slower audio, then increase the speed. Start at 0.75x, then move to normal speed, right? Because you've built comfort with the slower speed. Make sure it's content either you enjoy or that is important to you in some way, because then it becomes easier to follow and listen. Then move to 1.0 or normal speed. This will feel much easier after having listened at the slower speed. And then try 1.25x. Now you want to practice your listening to fast English. And be gradual about it. Challenge yourself gradually. Don't torture yourself. Your goal here is to make normal, everyday speech feel easier for yourself. Your brain, you're training your brain. It is learning to chunk words into phrases. And the obvious tools are use podcasts, interviews, TED Talks are excellent as well, or work-related videos for practice. Strategy 7, practice with real fast speakers. So real conversations train you faster than textbooks, but you may not always be able to have a real conversation. That's why language exchanges can become very important and language meetups. So don't avoid fast speakers, actually use them as practice. Aim to catch three things each time: the topic, the main point, and one key detail like the date, name, or next step. Date, name, or next step. Even missing extra words, you'll understand what actually matters. Strategy 8, use technology to support listening. Playback controls. Remember, technology can reduce stress while you build skill. Use speed settings and captions on YouTube as an example. Use transcription tools. Speech to text for meetings when allowed. A number of tools available. Just a simple search online will bring up many of the popular ones. Shadow practice. In other words, re-listen to clips, pause, repeat the phrases immediately after the speaker, right? Shadow practice or shadowing. And save phrases. Practice common fast phrases such as touch base, circle back, quick heads up, and there are others. I have videos on business English that incorporates and helps you with all of these. So review some of the business English quick tip series and curriculum. You can understand fast English. This is not something that's going to be overwhelming, right? And if you feel that these strategies have been helpful, just please give us a like, share, subscribe, and a comment. But you remember, you're going to have message over perfection. Focus on ideas, the main ideas, not every word. Focused on context. Don't panic. Use what you know to predict the meaning. The majority of the time, in fact, the vast majority of the time, you will probably be correct. And clarification over guessing. There's nothing to prove. The best proof is making sure that you understand what's going on. Ask questions confidently. Now, with steady practice, fast talkers will sound clearer, and you'll feel more confident in conversations, meetings, and everyday life. And I touched on this before, but English speakers come from all walks of life and from different countries, so we all don't sound the same. And some of us speak very fast, some are more measured. Some of us have what, to each other, we have accents, right? So we have all of the same issues in English that you'll have in other languages as well, right? So share one situation with us where fast English challenges you most, and check out the next lesson for more practical listening and speaking strategies. So once again, please like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps us help you. And I will see you next time as we continue our linguistic adventure together. Take care.